Hello everyone, my name is Muskan Gill and my roll number is 24109994841. In this video, we will be talking about how classes define different roles for objects to play, how this is all ties to abstraction, and how encapsulation is used in transfer transaction class. So let's dive in. The first question is we have to explain how classes can define different roles for objects to play. So basically in object-oriented programming, each class is designed to perform a specific role. Like each class has to perform a specific role. That's why they're designed in such a way in the system. For example, if you look at the account class here, in this account class, the class has the role of storing and updating balances. And if we talk about the withdraw and deposit transaction class, it has the role of making the money transfer, and all the money actions is done by these two classes. So this is how we can say our objects know what they are supposed to do. This is the deposit transaction class. This is used for individual money transfer operations, and in our object oriented programming, this is how our classes know exactly what it's supposed to do. This helps becoming our code more modular, useful, and easy to manage. Moving forward, next is how does this relate to the core principle of abstraction? So if we look closely, this is tightly connected to abstraction. Abstraction means telling the class what an object does, but not how it does it. So that is abstraction. Telling means what something does, focusing on what something does and not how it does it. And if we look at the transfer transaction class, or the transfer transaction object, it knows how to do the execute function, but it doesn't know the inner workings of the transaction. Like all the things are hidden from the user. It just know how to execute it and it makes the money transfer. That's all that matters. Next is how does encapsulation relate to transfer transaction class? So if we talk about that, encapsulation means hiding the internal working of a class. Like we don't show what the class does, or we just have a working internally hidden. That is encapsulation. So in the transfer transaction class, we are using two objects. If we see in the class, this is the transfer transaction class, we are using two objects, one of withdraw transaction class and another of deposit transaction class, but this is all hidden. The public methods that are these execute, rollback, these are the public methods which are the only things that get interacted with the code. So that is encapsulation, hiding all the inner stuff and only using those which are necessary. And does we care about what is working internally? No, we don't. We just know if it transfers the money properly or not. That is all that matters. So this also makes our code cleaner and more safer, because not all things can be used externally. So that's all for this video. I hope you understand. Thank you.